What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. My name is Isaiah Rivera and I'm a professional dunker, 50.5 inch vertical, but most importantly, I've been able to take my vertical from 24 to 50.5 inches. I'm not naturally gifted. This was all based on a lot of hard work, research, and I'm here to help you guys gain as many inches on your vertical as possible. Today, I'm gonna be taking you guys through the short 15-minute morning routine that I do every single morning. The reason I go through this routine every single morning is because it keeps me healthy. And the most important thing for making long-term progress is literally staying healthy. If you're not healthy, you can't train as hard as you can. If you can't train as hard as you can improve as much as you would. I do this routine every single morning without fail. I've been doing this for probably 2 years straight now. And any times that I've had like little nagging injuries with like my back and stuff like that, a big part of it has been because of neglecting this routine. So make sure you stay on top of it. Even if you don't deal with these injuries, it's gonna help prevent them in the future. There's a saying I really like: smart people learn from their mistakes, wise people learn from other people's mistakes. So learn from my mistakes and hopefully you can make more progress than I ever did. So the first thing that I'm gonna cover is something called the McGill Big 3 with a slight variation. This is from Stuart McGill's research. He's one of the best back researchers in the world. I highly suggest you guys check his book out. The Back Mechanic is a really good intro level book into some back rehab. The objective of the McGill Big 3 is to increase core stability, increase core endurance, because that's what's gonna help you maintain good posture throughout the day without getting fatigued and then going into some bad habits and flexing out the spine and stuff like that. It's also gonna teach you what the proper braced spinal position is when you're lifting, when you're walking, sitting. And then it helps reduce these like micro movements in the spine so that if you are going through a back flare-up, little movements like picking something up from the floor and stuff like that, it won't hurt as much. So the first movement in the McGill Big 3 is the bird dog. Now, I don't do this for a ton of reps. If you are going through a back injury, it's good to build up to being able to hold everything for about a minute each. I'm at a point where I just do this to like maintain back health, so I don't do a lot of reps. I don't want you guys to be doing some super hard workout in the morning and then get demotivated and tired for the rest of the day. So this is something to move through quick, maintain health, and hopefully have you feeling good for the rest of the day. So the first thing, the bird dog. I like to do it for sets of 8, and I do something that's called like drawing a box, all right? So this is what a typical bird dog looks like, all right? So I'm squeezing at the core, natural curvature in my spine, leg is straight, right? I have a fist up here, and I'm literally just gonna draw a box with my feet and my hand, like so. That's 1 rep. Here's 2 reps, all right? Here's how it looks from the front, right? There's 3 reps. This is gonna be a little weird at first to get the coordination, to learn how to coordinate the feet and the hands, but just practice it a little bit and you'll get it pretty quickly. Literally, you can go as slow as you want, right? To get the motion down, and then once you get better at it, you can add a little bit more speed into it. The reason we don't just hold this position right here, which you do in the beginning stages of like back rehab, but the reason we're not holding it is because we want to learn how to stabilize the core while your limbs are moving, right? When you're doing a sport, you're not just holding an isometric position the whole time. When you're jumping or playing basketball or playing football, your core is acting isometrically, right? And then your limbs are moving around space. When people start like getting lazy and their core starts moving, you start having a lot of energy leakage in your jump, so you're gonna jump lower. And then you're also gonna be increasing the risk of injury because you're putting your spine in a really bad position, all right? So that's why we practice some of these with movements. All right, this next movement is called the Copenhagen Plant. This is also cool because it's kind of serves like the side plank on the McGill Big 3, but you're also able to work on your adductors, which is a very undertrained muscle that a lot of people pull very frequently. So this is a good isometric if you've dealt with that in the past. And also if you want to just strengthen it, and even if you've never hurt that muscle, again, don't make the same mistake people make. Be a wise person. Now we hold this for just 30 seconds. I just do it for 1 set. All of these you can do up to like 3 sets. I wouldn't go past that, but I just like 1 set again. I'm just trying to do something quick in the morning for some good like little prehab. So what you do is you put your outside leg on here, all right? And then you're just gonna come up like this and keep your other leg bent. Don't hinge at the hip like this, all right? I want you to extend at the hip, and then we literally just hold this for 30 seconds. Make sure to keep your core braced, spine neutral, hip up, all right? Don't sag, don't hinge, extend. Everything is held in a perfect position, and we just hold this right here. All right, so this next one is the last exercise in the McGill Big 3 series. It's also probably my favorite one. This exercise alone, just holding it for 30 seconds one time a day, every single morning, has literally completely gotten rid of my back pain in the past, all right? So it's very important. It also looks very weird. It doesn't look like you're doing anything, but I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly what it is that I'm doing. That way you can do it effectively. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna clasp your hands like this, all right? And you're gonna do that behind you, and you're gonna put it under your lower back, under the curvature of your lower back, okay? So right here, and then you're just gonna lay down on the ground. So then you're gonna put your legs at 90 degrees, like here, and from there, you're gonna extend one leg out, all right? So top leg at 90 degrees, other leg is completely straight. Then you're gonna contract your core so that everything above your hands raises above the ground. Imagine everything above your hands, so your upper back, your shoulder blades, your head, imagine it's all resting on a scale, and you're trying to get that scale to go to 0, all right? And you're not gonna lift the upper part of your body above your upper back. Everything goes up like this. Imagine everything is on a flat line and it elevates up. So it looks like so, all right? All right, so I'm gonna try to get a close-up angle right here. So again, hands clasped under your lower back, and then everything raises up very slightly. And then your elbows are gonna come up off the ground. So my hands are under my lower back. Everything above my hands just raises up by like ½ an inch. If you do it right, this is gonna be very, very difficult. If it feels easy, you're probably doing it wrong, okay? And then from there, you just hold that position for 30 seconds. And that's really important. Set a timer for 30 seconds, and then focus on taking deep breaths, all right? So you're gonna go up, and then take deep breaths for the entire 30 seconds. All right, so that's the curl up. I'm out of breath right now. It's really, really difficult if you do it correctly. But yeah, that's the first part of the morning routine. Now we're gonna get into the second half. All right, the last exercise that we're gonna be doing is good old isometrics. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you have seen these before. Now there's a lot of options you can do for the isometrics. You can do them on a leg extension machine. You can put a kettlebell on your foot. You can do them manually by grabbing your shin and then kicking out against your leg while you're sitting down. Lots and lots of options, wall sits. I'm gonna be showing you guys my favorite variation that you guys have probably seen before. I do this for one set of 45 seconds. If you have knee pain or have had a history of knee pain, you can do anywhere from 3 to 5 sets. I just like to do one set because my knees are pretty healthy right now, so I just do it for preventative purposes, all right? So all I'm gonna do is kneel down. You can do this against a wall, a couch. I like to do it here against my squat rack. And then I'm gonna kneel down, my feet are straight behind me, and then I'm simply just gonna press my feet into the ground like so. If you're pushing at 70% effort and feeling about a 3 in pain, you're in the golden zone. And then you know you're at the right intensity if by the end of the set, the pain drops down, all right? So this should act like ibuprofen. That's literally how I see it, as if it were a pain relieving drug, all right? That's how you wanna see isometrics. All right, and then the very last part of my morning routine is I'll literally take a 15-minute walk around my neighborhood. I'll set my timer for like 7.5 minutes. When it goes off, I'll walk right back to my house. Really important though that you do this at a brisk pace and with a big arm swing, all right? It's gonna look a little funny, but that's how you do it. I'm gonna show you guys right here. All right, brisk pace, boom, big arm swing. That's all you're doing. And no, this is not gonna hurt your vertical, all right? Walking is good for you. I've been walking every single day for 15 to 30 minutes for the last couple years, and it has only helped me. Now, brisk walking is one of the best things that you can do for your back health, especially if you wake up with a stiff back in the morning. You're gonna be feeling like $1,000,000 after this. I would say walking is even more important than doing the McGill Big 3 and that type of thing as far as things that can directly help your back. So if you're not gonna do any of this morning routine, the 2 things that are most important that I want you guys to do is at least the knee extension isometrics and then the 15-minute brisk walk, all right? If let's say you're like super short on time, at least get those 2 things in once per day and you're gonna be golden. All right, like always guys, if you want me to personally coach you to jump higher, get rid of knee pain, go to THPstrength.com. Make sure to like the video, it helps the channel so much. Leave a comment, I'm gonna answer all of them. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.